challenging, D-wide with the puck, physical, got to the net, got a goal. I mean, those are the types, that's what he does for us, and that's what we need from him every night. I mean, so, again, good on him that, he took the information and he went out and executed it.
Craig, I know that coaches would say this is a good problem to have. You have a guy like Calle Yarncroc who shows up at camp and looks great camp, seems healthy, scores a goal last night. He's really good for you. There's a lot of people going, okay, well, where's Easton Cowan fit in? But Yarncroc's an experienced veteran guy for you. Does it complicate things? Obviously, it's good to have good players. Where are you at with Yarncroc, and when can we expect to see Cowan in the mix?
Yeah, I'm glad we have Yarny because I think he's a guy that, you can use in different situations. He can play with good players. He can play in your fourth line, kills penalties, checks well. He covers a lot of areas, and, he's a great person, great teammate. So we're lucky to have him, in my opinion, and I like him a lot. And Cowan, yeah, I mean, we didn't play him last night, but that doesn't mean he's not going to be in the next game. Maybe he won't be, maybe he will be. But, we got to have a little patience there. But at the same time, I got to make sure that he's not out too long because he needs to play. So I got to find a way to get him in there. These are the discussions that we constantly have, myself, Brad, the coaching staff. So, Cowan, I thought he came in and proved himself in camp and did a good job of doing things right and understanding what he has to do to make the team. And I thought he did that. So it's just about managing the lineup. Listen, you have 2 or 3 extra players, right? And we don't want them obviously sitting out too long. We want them all to play and contribute a lot like we did last year. I mean, I thought that we used everybody pretty much the whole season. There is stints where guys more on defense don't get in there that much if they're the 7D, but we try to use everybody, and I don't see it changing.
Craig, how does the workload schedule change for your goaltending, particularly Stolarz with Joseph Wall not there and Caden Primo waiting in the wings here?
Yeah. Well, it changes, obviously, and I thought, last year we rotated pretty regularly throughout the year. That changed a little bit, obviously, right now. Stoley's in a good spot, feels great. So the schedule will determine starts, for sure. There's back-to-back games coming up and things like that, so, but there's going to be a little bit more load on Stoley. We all know that.
Yeah. So is it kind of like when it is the back-to-backs or whatever, with Primo, we know he's going to get some games. Will Hilda be in the mix at all for you guys, or are you going to give these two a chance to run for a little while here?
Well, he can be too. Hildeby can be. But, again, he's a little bit like Cowan. We don't want him sitting up here and sitting out rather than playing. He's a young goalie that has a great future, so it's best that he gets playing, right? Yeah. Again, but he's available, so we'll see what happens, where we're going to go from there.
I got to ask you about a familiar face that is off your championship team in St. Louis, Sammy Blaze. Was that your claim off waivers, or was that Brad Treliving's?
That's Brad. But he's, Sammy, the name was brought up here before. So he knows that I coached Sammy, and, I like Sammy a lot. I mean, he did well for us, and he was part of that championship team, and he's a guy that he's gonna be physical out there. He likes to take the body, and he's got surprisingly good hands. He has the capability of making some plays and scoring some goals. So we'll see. Like I said, we got extra players. We're going to try to find a way to get them in.
And I guess the last name I have on my list to ask you about while we had you was Nick Robertson, who continued to have a great training camp. Played 57 games for you guys last year. It's been tough for him, right, to get opportunity, I think, at times, but at the same time, played a lot last year. where are you at with his game and his ability to, I guess, grow within the Leafs?
Yeah, and that's a good point. Like he has to continue to grow as a player, and he has the capability of shooting the puck in the net. He works hard, he skates, he's quick. I mean, I thought he came into camp and came out and showed everybody that he belongs on the team. Like, I thought he had a good camp. Again, he doesn't. Obviously, the things outside and all the noise is not affecting him, because he came into camp and he earned a spot, played well, and started last night. He was in the lineup. So that's on him. He did a good job there. And like I said, we like him. And, he provides speed, and he has the ability to shoot the puck in the net. So, like I said, he's part of the team. We got extra guys, and we got to try to figure out. It's game by game, see where we're at. There might be guys in and out, so we can get everybody playing.
It seems to me, Craig, that you got a handful of guys that are kind of in this mushy middle where they could play anywhere between 9 and 13, 14 minutes. Is there ability for one of them to step up and start going into that 15 to 18 minute mark? I mean, you had a guy like Mitch Marner, and we know he's gone, but you knew he could play 23, 24 minutes. And is there a guy that you can develop now, or ultimately will Brad feel the need to go get somebody that could play 17, 18 minutes?
Well, I think we have guys capable of getting there. Not everybody can play that many minutes. There's guys that have the motor to do it, right? And, I think watching Cowan from junior to now, he's got a motor on him. So that's a ways away, but I do believe in time that he could get there and do that. I do believe that in my mind. Yeah. Whether we need to go and find somebody, we'll have to see about that, right? That trades are hard to come by, it seems like, but we'll have to figure that out down the road.
All right, Craig, last one for me, I promise this time. Just you guys added Derek Lalonde to your coaching staff, NHL head coach previously. Have you guys changed any of your division of duties with his addition?
Yeah, he took over the PK and a lot of what Lane did last year for us. Very, very happy to have him. We're lucky to have him. He's a very good coach, very intelligent, great with players. Really has a good sense about him with players, how to approach them, talk to them. Very, very good personality that way. So I think he'll do a good job with our guys from an individual standpoint and helping players develop and get better. But overall, he fits in really well with the chemistry on our coaching staff. So it was a great hire. I didn't know him personally, but in the hiring process, I talked to a lot of players that played for him and different coaches and things like that have worked with him, and he came highly regarded.
Craig, good luck this weekend, back-to-back, I think, with Detroit. So wish you all the best and really appreciate your time on our show.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys having me on. Thank you. Okay. And we'll talk to you soon.
You bet.
Sounds good. Good luck. Thanks a lot.
That is the head coach of the Toronto Maple Leafs.
Yeah, last year the Leafs power play or penalty kill was 20th, somewhere around there. So
Ever tell you the time Craig Brewery scared the crap out of my mom?
What?
No.
Yeah. I'm rooming with him in Hershey. And
You're roommates with Craig Rubin?
Yeah.
Huh.
My mom and dad are coming to the game, but they come early. They want to come see me. So they call me up. I say I'm in room whatever.
Yeah.
Chief answers the door, and he's wearing like a ripped off T-shirt with his guns just blazing. And my mom looks at him.
Guns N' Roses sleeveless shirt.
She's like, she looks at me, she looks at him, and he's like a Coke machine.
Yeah, he's a weapon.
Yeah, he's a weapon.
Yeah.
And she's like, you're not playing in this league.
Yeah.
You're not.
Those guys' chests are as deep as they are wide.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not building
that. Okay, so
What'd you grab from that?
Robertson's out, Cowan's in on Saturday.
Interesting.
Yeah, I just maybe those last few comments about grooming Easton Cowan, and I think he knows what he has with this lineup. It didn't sound to me like there was an abundance of confidence that like there's someone in that group that could step up and play a more definitive role as a frontline guy. So he's just going to have to kind of mix and match here. And like at the end of the day, Nick was capped. I don't know what it is, 14 minutes, 15 minutes.
I think it's 15. I like him.
Okay, 15. It doesn't.
Buy in stock.
I don't think Joshua is going to be a guy that can play 16 or 17 minutes. I don't think, Nick Robertson's in the plans to push him up into the top 6 and play 17 or 18 minutes.
No, I would say.
Who is out there for you?
He mentioned that, like, in game, he's going to make changes based on who's playing well and who isn't. That's going to be a consistent thing. And I think that's the right wing spot, Matthews and Nyes, is going to be like here's the guy who's skating tonight reward spot.
So, Michelli.
But
they want him, they'd love for him to find it. He's the only one.
Be a guy that runs shotgun on a top 2 line and play 18 minutes a night?
I mean, he hasn't proven in the league that he can be that yet. I think they look at their lineup like you and I are doing now, and they're going, he's the only one with the pedigree to do it. Like, if he could find it. It's tough to play with great players. There's the pressure. There's whatever. He did make a couple nice plays last night.
First shift, I think he won a battle on the boards and put it right out in front.
McCabe, who ripped it.
Yeah.
But it wasn't with Austin.
It was.
That play was. Yeah.
Yeah, he was on the ice with Austin.
Austin didn't have one scoring chance last night. Not one.
Oh, your point is the play he made wasn't to Austin.
I'm just saying that's the most important thing here, is that he finds chemistry with Austin Matthews. There's no world that he can do what you think he can do without Austin. It has to be with Austin.
Michelli. For Michelli to have 80
Yes.
points, like I said yesterday,
Yes.
you're going to have to find a little chemistry.
I know, but last night, Austin had as quiet of a game as I've ever seen his whole career.
Yeah, come on.
I mean, I've seen some quiet ones.
0 scoring chances. Not 1 or 2.
Right.
0.
Yeah.
Okay? That's as quiet as it gets. It can't happen.
Okay.
Over 60 minutes, it can't happen. Michelli, Domi, somebody's got to create with this guy.
Yeah, but like, it's not there, Kim. They don't have the player. It's not on the roster. Like Domi's not going. Domi's 31 or something. 30. He's not.